These are the new Sony WH-1000XM5 headphones. They look different, they feel different, and they sound different. But is being different always such a good thing? Let's find out. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, B-Mac. And if you like videos about product unboxings, tech reviews, and film and photography tutorials, do yourself a favor, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button with all notifications turned on so that you never miss another video on this channel. So the Sony WH-1000XM5s. I think the most important thing to mention here right at the start, and Sony made it pretty clear themselves as well, that the XM5s are not meant to be a replacement for the XM4s, but rather an upgrade to them. Let's start things out by talking about the XM5's design and how things are looking on the outside of these new Sony headphones. The first thing you'll probably notice with these headphones is their sleeker and more modern design. Compared to previous Sony headphones, the XM5s sport a friction rod adjustment as opposed to the exposed notch style adjustment of the past. And there's also just overall fewer bits and pieces that make up the XM5s as a whole, giving them a more cohesive and seamless look and feel. You'll also notice the super soft faux leather headband and ear pads alongside your USB-C charging port, your 3.5mm headphone jack, and of course your power button and function button, bringing everything together. Touch controls have remained in the XM5s, providing the ability for you to control your audio with convenient swipe and tap gestures being built into the hidden touch panel on the backside of the right ear cup. And I'm personally a huge fan of the touch controls. I don't get how some individuals have so many problems with them, but if for whatever reason you wanted to turn off those touch controls, you can do so in the Sony Headphones companion app. In terms of coloring, you still get that beautiful matte finish in either a black or a silver color, and the headphones themselves are still a lightweight, super stylish, very portable pair of headphones, but this time with just one drawback. Even though the ear cups in the XM5s do come with this rotating capability, you can no longer collapse down the headphones in the XM5s like you used to be able to do with the XM4s, which means you are somewhat sacrificing portability here, at least to some extent. Now, I personally don't think this is a total deal breaker. I'm not one to really always collapse down my headphones anyway, and if I do have to bring these with me, I'll just throw them in the case, but if you're someone who needs that ultimate portability, just know that even though we get this new and arguably improved friction rod adjustment here as opposed to the notch adjustments, you are getting that friction rod here at the sacrifice of just a little bit of portability without the ability to actually collapse these down. But design is only half the battle, in my honest opinion, so arguably what's even more important in a pair of headphones is sound quality. So how do these Sony WH-1000XM5s sound? Truth be told, the only way I think Sony would ever lose in a sound quality category is if they somehow went backwards from what they've already established with their headphones of the past. And with the XM5s, as it relates to sound quality, unsurprisingly, they still sound absolutely amazing, just this time, more amazing than they've ever been before. No matter what you're listening to with the XM5s, you are going to have a fantastic listening experience with the ability to hear a robust range of sound. You will hear the bass, you will hear the mids, you will hear the highs, and once again, just like you got with the XM4s, the EQ spectrum is balanced. You're not gonna hear any one part of the EQ spectrum overpowering or muddying out any of the others. In fact, if we were to directly compare the XM5s to the XM4s, with the XM5s, what you'll probably notice is a little bit more loudness, a little bit more bass, and overall a little bit more depth, giving you a slightly more immersive and improved listening experience than what you already would be used to with the XM4s. All of which is of course further adjustable if you want to make fine-tuned adjustments to the EQ balance within the Sony companion app, but right out of the box I have to say, I wasn't really entirely sure how Sony was going to improve on what they've already done in such a good pair of headphones, but with the XM5s, they somehow did. The headphone sound quality is the best it's ever been. Which means, in my experience, the XM5s are now even more so one of the best, most well-rounded listening experiences you can get in a pair of headphones in their price range. But part of what makes a listening experience on a pair of headphones so good usually has to do with active noise cancellation. ANC performance on Sony earbuds and headphones has literally been industry leading for several years now, and with the XM5s, surprise, surprise, there's no exception. All of your typical ambient and environmental sounds will be canceled out with the XM5 ANC. If we were to once again directly compare the XM5s to the XM4s here, I'd say that the XM5s perhaps do a slightly better job at canceling out higher pitched ambient and environmental noises around you, while bass tones come through perhaps just a slight bit more. But that means the opposite rings true for the XM4s, where most, if not all, bass tones seem to get canceled out, while perhaps some higher pitched ambient noises leak through in these. So you pick your poison in a way, but no matter what pair of these ANC headphones you pick, I would say that you're gonna be getting a fantastic ANC performance in either of them. I would probably just give a slight advantage, a slight plus to the XM5s here, just because I literally couldn't hear anything when the ANC was on. I couldn't hear myself type, I couldn't hear myself going up the stairs, I would sit outside, didn't hear a single bird chirp. The performance just is there, as it's always been, and again, this time just maybe slightly better than it was in the XM4s. But all of these features are only as good as the battery life. So how long can you actually expect these Sony headphones to last? Sony has rated the XM5 to last upwards of 30 hours on a single charge with ANC turned on, and in my testing, this seems to be pretty spot on. Of course, battery life depends on several different factors, most notably the volume level at which you're listening, and of course, whether or not you have ANC turned on or off. But with ANC turned on and when listening at an average volume level, I'd say 30 hours of battery life is pretty consistent, and that's what you could expect to get. But if your battery does get drained, you're on critical battery, or your XM5s are dead altogether, you do once again get a quick charge feature in the XM5s, and oh my gosh, is it an incredible quick charge feature at that. Throwing these babies on a power delivery charger for just 3 minutes, that'll get you 3 hours of listening time, which to me is just insanely good. Not 10 minutes, not 5 minutes. You literally put these babies on a power delivery charger, and 180 seconds later, you have 3 hours worth of juice in these puppies for your entire listening session. But 30 hours of battery life is a fantastic number to start, and the fact that you could just boost that by another 3 hours with a quick 3-minute charge when they're dead, not a whole lot to be upset about here. Nothing to be upset about here. But with all this having been said, here are my final thoughts on the Sony WH-1000XM5 headphones. Sony said it best, and we started out this video saying the exact core message I think you should keep in mind here. These are not a replacement for the XM4s, but rather an upgrade to them. Across pretty much every category, there have been upgrades in the XM5s, but if you're sitting there and you got yourself a nice pair of XM4s in your hand, or maybe you have them on right now, whatever the case may be, just know that you still have a fantastic, very impressive pair of headphones in the XM4s, and it's not like you have to go running out to upgrade to the XM5s, but if you want the best of what Sony is currently offering, or you don't yet have a pair of Sony XM headphones, these babies are gonna last you for several years to come, and you are going to love them. You're getting a design upgrade, you're getting a sound quality upgrade, you're getting an ANC upgrade, and you're getting a battery upgrade, and a pair of headphones that were already so darn good to begin with. It's just now they're even better than they've ever been before. But of course, if you're interested in learning more about the Sony WH-1000XM5 headphones, or if you just wanna snag a pair of these puppies for yourself, you guys could always check out my affiliate link, bmac.link/WH-1000XM5, or of course, there will always be a clickable link in the video description box below as well, so check those out. I'm gonna go listen to music for a few hours now that this video is done being filmed. A few days actually, because I could literally technically do that. Could listen to music for a few days if I wanted to with their battery life that these things are packing. And I will see you guys in my next video. Dance moves aren't included. Sorry.